Hey there, lovely souls. Welcome to my channel Magnetize Official. In today's reading, I'm absolutely thrilled to begin by shuffling the energy oracle cards and tuning in to the messages that are meant to find their way to you at this moment. The first card to come through is Door to Personal Healing and Happiness, though it appears in the reverse position. Now, I haven't opened the guidebook for this card in a while, but something about it is pulling me in. So, let's dive in and see what wisdom it has to offer. When this card shows up in reverse, it often indicates that you may be feeling somewhat stuck or disconnected in your personal growth or your journey towards your deepest desires. Perhaps you're sensing that things aren't moving forward as you had hoped, or you might be facing inner conflict around what you truly want for yourself. The message that comes through loud and clear is this: it's time to get crystal clear about your intentions. Clarity is the key to unlocking the next steps of your personal transformation. You can't manifest the life you dream of if you're still unsure about what you truly want, or if you're caught in doubt or indecision. To bring your desires to life, your goals need to align deeply with your heart and soul. No space for fear, hesitation, or second-guessing. You have the power to create your reality, and it all begins with believing that you are worthy of the healing, happiness, and success you're working towards. There's a strong invitation here for you to commit fully to your personal evolution. It's time to stop holding back. Invest your time, energy, and heart into the changes you want to see in your life, and trust that the universe is ready and waiting for you to open the door to your own healing and happiness. I'm certain this message will resonate deeply with some of you. But let's take it a step further and see what other insights we can gather. I'll be reaching for the Work Your Light Oracle deck to bring in even more clarity and guidance. Let's see what unfolds next on this beautiful journey. Oh, hold on a second. This is too funny. I almost got ahead of myself and mixed up the decks. What I thought was the Rose Oracle is actually another one of my absolute favourites, the Work Your Light Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. I've been drawn to her work for years, ever since I first encountered the Starseed Oracle, and since then, I've been fortunate enough to add both the Work Your Light and Rose Oracle decks to my collection. If you haven't explored her work yet, I wholeheartedly recommend diving into these decks. Not only are they visually breathtaking, but the messages they hold are profoundly transformative, offering deep insights that help you connect with your higher purpose and the inner wisdom that's always been there, waiting to be tapped into. Now, let's dive into the message that the Work Your Light Oracle has for us today. The card we've pulled is Priestess, and it asks a very powerful question. How are you being called to step up and lead? The connection between this card and the one we pulled earlier feels so perfectly aligned. It's like the universe is sending a clear and loving nudge to someone listening right now. It's time to shift your focus. It's time to pour more of your energy back into you. You've been giving so much to others. Now is the time to acknowledge that you too deserve your own time, love, and attention. You're worthy of the care you so freely share with the world. What stands out to me even more in this moment is the incredible flow of divine feminine energy that's making itself known right now. Now, before we dive into any labels or concepts, let me just clarify something. When we talk about the divine feminine and the divine masculine, we're not talking about gender. These are energies, universal forces that exist within all of us. We all carry both of these energies within us, each one expressing itself in a unique and beautiful way, regardless of our outward gender. This is a powerful moment to embrace that inner balance and step into your own leadership, guided by the wisdom of both the feminine and masculine aspects of yourself. It's time to shine. When I channel messages connected to the divine feminine or masculine energies, they can either speak to the aspects of these energies within you or point to an external person or situation in your life that is reflecting these qualities. Right now, I feel the divine feminine energy coming through so strongly that it's important to highlight and honor it in this moment. While the title may mention divine feminine, I want to gently remind you that your intuition is always your most trusted guide. Your inner wisdom is the true key to unlocking your path to success, fulfillment, and alignment with your soul's authentic purpose. No one else holds the answers to your journey. No one can tell you exactly what your life is meant to look like, who you should be connected with, or what steps you should take next. These answers are already within you, quietly waiting to be discovered. The divine feminine energy is here to remind you of your innate power, wisdom, and intuition. It's urging you to listen closely to your heart, to trust the guidance that is already present, and to honor the truth that lies deep within you. As you step into your own leadership, remember that your path is uniquely yours to walk. There is no one-size-fits-all formula for success, and no one else can define what it means for you to thrive. This journey is yours to design, and the divine feminine energy is extending an invitation for you to embrace your personal empowerment. Take this opportunity to recognize and honor the sovereignty of your path, knowing that it is entirely yours to create. Trust that as you step into your authentic self, everything you need will align in perfect timing. You don't need to have it all figured out right now. What matters most is that you trust in your inner knowing, take courageous steps forward, and allow yourself to rise into the leader you were always destined to be. The universe is waiting to support you as you step into your fullest potential. Now, let's take a moment to talk about soul contracts. Perhaps you've been wondering about them, or maybe there's a quiet question lingering in the back of your mind. If this message is resonating with you, think of it as a confirmation from your intuition that you're on the right track. If you've been navigating multiple soul contracts, or perhaps one especially significant relationship that feels overwhelming or confusing, you may be feeling frustrated, whether with yourself or with the situation itself. You might find yourself asking questions like, why can't I let this person go? Why does this situation keep repeating itself like I'm stuck in a loop? Why do I keep getting pulled back to this same place? These types of feelings often point to the presence of an unfulfilled soul contract. When you experience this, it's a sign that there's something still unresolved within the connection, something waiting to be healed or released. But don't worry, this is part of the process. The key to moving forward lies in surrendering to the journey and focusing on your own personal growth and healing. Soul contracts aren't always meant to last forever. Some are meant to teach us valuable lessons, to shift us, to awaken us, and to help us grow. When a soul contract has been fulfilled, it may be time to release it, trust that it has served its purpose, and move forward on your path. The divine feminine energy is here to support you as you step into this next chapter of your journey, one that honors your own soul's growth and transformation. In the physical sense, some connections may dissolve once they've fulfilled their purpose, whether that happens through temporary separation or even a permanent parting. However, I want to remind you that no connection is ever truly lost. Soul bonds are eternal. They travel with us through lifetimes, and they even transcend the spaces between those lifetimes, forever carrying the energy of shared experiences and lessons. If you've ever felt an undeniable pull towards someone, whether it's a family member, a close friend, a coworker, or even someone you barely know, you're not imagining things. There's a deeper reason for that connection. Every person and situation that enters your life is divinely orchestrated to assist your soul's growth and expansion. Even if your mind can't immediately comprehend why certain people or circumstances appear, trust that they are part of your soul's higher journey, helping you evolve in ways that might not be obvious right now. Instead of getting caught up in the loop of overthinking and wondering things like, should I keep this person in my life? Should I let them go? Should I cut ties with them? How much should I engage with this person? We often find ourselves fixating on the external details of our relationships. Our minds latch onto these questions, creating stress and mental clutter. But here's the shift I want to invite you to make. Instead of focusing on these external dynamics, I encourage you to redirect your attention inward. Focus on your own growth, your own expansion, and the progress you're making toward your goals and dreams. Your soul is always guiding you toward the experiences and connections that are meant to help you evolve. The people who come into your life are not random. They are placed there to help you unlock new layers of wisdom and understanding. When you stop worrying about the how and why of these relationships, you free up space for clarity to emerge naturally. Trust that the universe has already placed you exactly where you need to be, and that everything else will fall into place as you align with your higher purpose. Right now, the most important thing you can focus on is nurturing your connection to unconditional self-love. As you continue to grow and evolve, your relationships will naturally shift to match your energy. If a connection is meant to stay, it will evolve with you. If it's time for it to fade away, it will do so gently and effortlessly. There is no need to force anything in the physical world or try to control the outcome of your relationships. Trust that when it's time for change, it will happen organically. At the same time, always listen to your intuition. If you feel a strong pull to set boundaries, step back or even disconnect from someone, honor that inner voice. It's guiding you toward what's best for your growth and well-being. For many of you, especially those of you who identify with the divine feminine energy, this message speaks to relationships where you feel a deep, almost inexplicable pull to certain people. It may not always be romantic. These connections could be with family, friends, or even co-workers. You might not fully understand why these people are still in your life, but that's okay. Sometimes the most important part of the journey is not about having all the answers, but trusting that your soul knows exactly what it needs. As you nurture your own growth, everything else will naturally fall into place. Even if you can't explain it logically, there's something deep within you that keeps drawing you back to certain connections. There's a pull, an invisible thread that keeps you tied to certain people, situations, or experiences. Trust that this isn't by chance. There's a reason for it. These individuals are playing an important role in your soul's growth at this very moment. While your mind might not have all the answers, your soul does, and it's guiding you toward what you need to experience in order to evolve. The key to navigating these connections and experiences lies in focusing on your inner journey, your growth, healing, and transformation. When you prioritize this internal process, when you commit to expanding and becoming the best version of yourself, everything around you will begin to shift in alignment with your higher energy. You'll notice that, as you evolve, the people who resonate with the next level of your energy will naturally come into your life. This may mean that some people will grow alongside you, their energies complementing yours as you move forward. Others, however, will naturally drift away. Relationships that nourish and support your journey will remain. Those that no longer align with your frequency will gently fade, sometimes without you having to do anything at all. Surrendering to this process can be challenging, especially when it comes to accepting that not everyone in your life will be able to keep up with your frequency at every stage of your journey. It's difficult to come to terms with the reality that some relationships will change or dissolve as you evolve. But here's the truth. If a connection no longer aligns with your energy, trying to force it will only leave you feeling drained. You don't have to diminish your light or shrink to fit a mold in order to keep a relationship intact. Instead, allow things to unfold naturally, trusting in the flow of life. What's meant to stay will stay, and what's meant to fade will fade. This is the art of letting go, of releasing the need to control, and trusting that your energy will lead you to the right places at the right time. When you embrace this process, you'll begin to notice that the right people, experiences, and opportunities will align with you in ways that feel effortless. Those who resonate with your vibration will naturally match your frequency, while those who no longer serve your highest good will slip away, sometimes quietly, without any need for confrontation or effort on your part. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Each shift and change is a part of your soul's grand, unfolding journey. Every moment, every connection, every release is leading you closer to your highest potential. I've also been noticing the theme of light touch coming up repeatedly, something I feel compelled to share in more depth, maybe even in a future Instagram post. It's about embracing surrender. Instead of pushing, forcing, or trying to make things happen, we lean into the flow of life. We allow things to align, dissolve, or shift in their own time. In the meantime, we stay rooted in the energy of unconditional love, nurturing ourselves and those around us from the inside out. This approach is, at its core, an act of self-love. When we fully embody unconditional self-love, we break down the internal barriers that keep us from radiating pure love outward. We become a beacon of light, and that light expands naturally, touching everything and everyone around us. It starts within, and it ripples outward, creating harmony and balance in all areas of our lives. Another message that's been coming through powerfully lately is connected to the priestess energy. The High Priestess card from the traditional tarot has shown up in several recent readings. It's an invitation to reflect on an important question. How are you being called to step into leadership at this time? It's a gentle nudge to recognize the power within you and embrace your role as a leader in your own life. It's time to trust your intuition, own your inner wisdom, and step forward with confidence. You are being called to rise, to step into your highest potential, and to lead not just others, but yourself, with grace and authenticity. Lately, there has been a strong and undeniable call to step into leadership, especially for those of us who feel a deep connection to the collective's evolution. We're being asked to guide those around us into higher states of consciousness, into what many of us refer to as the fifth dimension. It's a space of greater awareness, higher frequencies, and abundant love. A place where we can truly begin to shift the energy of the world. But the first step toward this collective ascension is embracing your role as a leader in your own life and recognizing that you've been chosen to lead by example, starting with yourself. The Six of Cups is here today with an incredibly powerful message for you, one that speaks to your deep soul work and your unique role in this lifetime. This card suggests that you may be a trailblazer in your family or even in your generation, someone who has been called to heal and transform the energy that has been passed down through your ancestral lineage. You might be the first in your family to reach new heights, whether that means achieving success in ways that weren't previously possible, experiencing true freedom, or embodying a higher spiritual frequency that wasn't accessible to your ancestors during their lives. This deep healing you're doing isn't just for you, it's for everyone who came before you and for those who will come after. You're breaking patterns that have held your family back, creating a new path for the generations to come. And with every step you take on your journey of growth, you're creating a ripple effect that will echo through time, transforming the energy of your family lineage for good. The King of Pentacles in the reversed position offers another layer of insight into your current path. It speaks to an imbalance in the masculine energy that could either be present in your own life or within your lineage, particularly if you tend to identify more with feminine energy. For many of you, independence has been a key theme in your life. You've likely walked your own path, strong and resilient, possibly spending years outside of traditional romantic relationships or partnerships. This independence has shaped you into someone who stands firm in your own truth, someone who doesn't rely on external validation or support to know your worth. But this drive for self-sufficiency isn't random. It's part of your soul's mission. If this resonates with you, it's likely because you are here to restore the balance between masculine and feminine energies, not only within yourself, but also within your family's lineage. Many of the women in your family may have struggled with an over-reliance on imbalanced or toxic masculine energy, particularly when it came to financial stability or security. They may have felt powerless, trapped in unhealthy dynamics, unable to stand on their own 2 feet. This often led to feelings of victimhood, dependency, and a lack of empowerment. If you felt a strong inner push to break free from these patterns, to carve out your own path from a young age, know that this drive is part of your soul's calling. It's not just about your personal growth. It's about healing these old wounds and freeing your family from the cycles of dependency and disempowerment. Have kept. Your mission is to step into your own power, to embrace self-reliance and confidence, and to break the chains that have kept your ancestors stuck in unhealthy patterns. This process isn't just personal, it's deeply collective. Your journey of independence is part of a larger healing that's taking place within your family, especially in relation to financial security, autonomy, and empowerment. By restoring balance between the masculine and feminine energies in your family, you're helping to heal the wounds of the past, creating a new foundation for future generations. This is no small task, but it's one that you've been chosen for, and you have everything within you to rise to the challenge. Trust that this healing journey is not only empowering you, but also lifting up everyone around you. By embodying self-sufficiency and confidence, you're creating a ripple effect that will touch your family, your community, and even the world. Embrace this mission, and remember that every step you take toward your own freedom is a step toward collective healing. Your soul's journey is more than just your own. It's a powerful force of transformation for generations to come. You've been chosen for a powerful mission, to break cycles and restore harmony in ways that have never been done before. And while this is incredibly important work, it's not always easy. Your journey may look very different from the paths that others before you walked, and because of this, it might not always be understood. In fact, your unique path may sometimes bring judgment or confusion from others who are still tied to old patterns, and that can feel isolating. This is where the Six of Wands comes in as a powerful reminder. This card represents success, victory, and recognition, a reminder that your journey is valid and your success is not just possible, but destined. If you found yourself questioning whether you're on the right path, or wondering why your journey feels so different from others around you, let this card be the confirmation you need. You are on the right track. Everything you're working toward will lead you to victory, even if it doesn't look like what others expect. If you've ever caught yourself wondering, am I really on the right path? Or why does my journey feel so different from everyone else's? This is your sign to trust yourself. You're not supposed to walk the same path as everyone before you. You're meant to carve your own way, one that's uniquely yours. The vision you carry within, the deep knowing that you're meant for something greater, and the path you're walking are all yours alone. These gifts were given to you, not to anyone else. And though others may not fully understand or support your journey, it's not for them to understand, it's for you to walk. You are here to create something new, something profound, and your intuition is your guiding light. The road may not look like anything you've seen before, and that's perfectly okay. In fact, it's exactly how it's meant to be. You are breaking new ground, rewriting the story of your lineage, and laying the foundation for a new era of empowerment, independence, and healing. These shifts are not just for you. They're for everyone who came before you, your family, and all the generations that will follow. Keep moving forward with faith in your own path. Trust the process, trust your intuition, and know that your success is inevitable. What you're building, no matter how unconventional it may seem, is worth every single step. You are exactly where you need to be, and the changes you're making will echo through time, bringing healing and empowerment to those who come after you. For some of you, the energy of the Six of Wands may already be showing up in your life. Perhaps you're starting to see signs of recognition, support, or even success, sometimes from unexpected places. If that's you, take it as a sign that your efforts are being acknowledged, even if they haven't fully blossomed yet. For others, this card is a promise of what's to come. Recognition, achievement, and success are on the horizon, and you're being urged to keep moving forward with confidence. One of the things to remember is that support for your unique journey often comes from places you might not expect. The people closest to you, family, childhood friends, or old connections, may not fully understand your vision. You might have loving, deep relationships with them, but they may still struggle to grasp the path you're on. And that's okay. Not everyone is meant to see your dreams the way you do, and that's where your faith and trust in yourself becomes so important. The right support will come from unexpected sources, and it will be exactly the recognition you need to keep going. You are paving the way for something extraordinary, and though it might feel lonely or misunderstood at times, know that what you're doing is significant, powerful, and essential. Keep trusting yourself, keep moving forward, and remember, your success is inevitable. The vision you hold is the light that will lead you and others toward a brighter, more abundant future. Keep shining, and don't be afraid to embrace the uniqueness of your journey. You are exactly where you're meant to be. The truth is, not every person who has been close to you will be the one to offer the validation or encouragement you're seeking, and that's completely okay. It doesn't diminish the beauty or value of your past relationships. It simply serves as a reminder that sometimes the support we need comes from unexpected places, not always from where we thought it would. What you've been experiencing is likely a kind of training ground, a space where you've been learning to trust yourself more deeply. It's been about strengthening that inner connection, honing the ability to rely on your own guidance, especially when the external world, or even the people closest to you, can't fully understand or support your vision. Here's the beautiful thing. When you start trusting and following your intuition, even without that immediate external validation, something magical happens. You begin to align with people, opportunities, and circumstances that resonate with your path. Your confidence in yourself will naturally draw in the support you need. The more you trust your inner voice, the more you'll find yourself surrounded by individuals who truly see you and understand your vision. And what's even more incredible is that this support won't just come from the people you've known for years, the ones who have always been around. It may arrive through new faces, fresh connections, or even unexpected sources of encouragement that seem to come out of nowhere. What I'm sensing is that there's a whole group of people out there, strangers, new acquaintances, who will truly resonate with your journey. They'll see the potential in your path and recognize it in ways others may not have. The important takeaway here is that your greatest supporters may not always be those you've known the longest, and that's perfectly fine. Sometimes the people who will show up for you, who will offer the most support, are those who meet you along your journey, people who connect with your soul's purpose and who understand you in ways that others may not. These are the ones who will uplift you in the exact way you need when the time is right. Trust that the recognition and support you're seeking are on their way. The universe is aligning everything in your favor, bringing you closer to the people and circumstances that will truly back you up. Keep moving forward with faith and confidence, knowing that your vision is valid, that your dreams are real, and that the right people will show up exactly when you need them. As we continue to dive deeper into these messages, I'm going to reshuffle the cards because we've been channeling some incredibly personal and powerful insights. If any of this resonates with you, if you're feeling a connection to the energy I'm describing, please share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story and how this message might be speaking to your current journey. Let's dive even deeper into the energy surrounding your external connections right now. Connections that might be influencing you, whether they're from the past, the present, or even someone you haven't met yet. These connections could be romantic, or they might involve friends, family, co-workers, or acquaintances who are energetically tied to you in this moment. The card I'm seeing here is powerful, and it reads, "I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness." This message is coming from someone who has been reflecting deeply and feels a strong urge to step forward and express an apology. Their message is clear. You mean so much more to me than I ever let on. I can feel the weight of this message, and it's almost as if it's reaching through the air to touch your soul. It's bringing up such an emotional response in me, and I can sense this person's heartfelt regret. What stands out strongly in this energy is the presence of a father or grandfather figure, a masculine energy that carries a sense of care and protection. This feels like someone older than you, perhaps someone with a significant spiritual or earthly role in your life. For some of you, this could even be a loved one who has passed on. This message might not resonate with everyone, but for those it does, it feels deeply personal, like this is coming through for a select few. I'm picking up a message from someone's father, grandfather, or another fatherly figure who may no longer be with us in the physical realm. If that's the case for you, this message is even more important. It's a way for them to reach out to you from the other side. This person may not have always been able to express their emotions fully when they were physically here. Maybe they struggled to show love, to open up about their feelings. They might have appeared emotionally closed off, or they might not have been the most affectionate in the traditional sense. But on a soul level, this person is now pouring out all the love they have for you. They want you to know that you are cherished beyond measure. If they've passed, they're watching over you from the other side, cheering you on and sending you support. If they're still with you physically, they may carry that love quietly in their heart, perhaps not always expressing it openly. but it's there. They're incredibly proud of you, even if they don't always say it. If there's been distance between you, whether emotional or physical, this message is a sign that they understand and accept the space between you. They're not asking you to fill that gap unless you're ready. What they want is for you to know that they are here for you, in spirit or in person, offering you their unwavering support. On your spiritual journey, this person acknowledges their own struggles with expressing love. They're deeply aware of the times they may have fallen short in showing you how much they care, and they want to apologize for that. Their way of communicating might not have been grandiose or filled with many words. They tend to keep things simple and direct. This is a masculine energy that expresses love in subtle yet profound ways. Now, shifting into a different kind of energy, I'm feeling a strong surge of heart chakra energy. This feels more romantic. There's someone else here with a message of love, and it's very intense. This person is deeply in love with you, and I heard the word obsessed. They may be thinking about you constantly right now, consumed with thoughts of you. This love feels overwhelming, passionate, and perhaps a bit all-encompassing. It's someone who's holding on to strong feelings for you, and there's no doubt in their mind about their affection. Whether this is someone you're already connected with or someone yet to cross your path, their energy is coming through strongly, and they want you to know they are thinking about you in a deeply romantic way. So, whether it's a paternal figure from the past, a present-day connection, or someone in the future, I encourage you to trust that these energies are reaching you for a reason. There's deep love and reflection being shared here, and whether it's an apology, a message of support, or an expression of love, it's all part of the journey of healing, growth, and connection that you're walking right now. If any part of this message is resonating with you, I'd absolutely love to hear your thoughts in the comments. This connection feels so rich with emotion, and I'm curious to know if this is speaking to your current situation or energy. Your insight could help us all understand more of what's unfolding here. Let's take a deeper dive now and see who this person is, because I feel there's so much more to uncover. I'm really drawn to understand more about them, and I always strive to provide as much detail as possible. This individual might be someone you've been in touch with recently, through phone calls or text messages, or maybe they're someone who's been hesitant to reach out. There's definitely a desire for more consistent communication here, even if it's been a bit sparse lately. I mention this because while I was channeling, my phone lit up with a text message, and I'm taking that as a sign of confirmation for what's coming through. It's as though the universe is nodding in agreement. But as much as they want to communicate, this person is struggling with some fears that are holding them back. Their throat chakra feels blocked, and it's clear that there's some internal resistance to speaking their truth. It feels like you've had moments when you've caught glimpses of how they truly feel, especially in those more vulnerable, unguarded moments when their defenses are down. I keep hearing a specific thought that feels important. I almost held your hand. It's such a clear and direct message. And though I'm not entirely sure why it's coming through this way, it feels like there was a moment when this person nearly reached out to you. Maybe it was a moment when they almost held your hand, kissed you, or expressed their feelings in a way that surprised even them. There's this energy that something felt almost natural, but was held back, perhaps because of the boundaries in place between you. These boundaries might be personal, professional, or even circumstantial. Maybe one of you is already in another relationship, or perhaps there are societal or professional norms that would have made such a gesture complicated or even inappropriate at the time. What I'm picking up is that this person feels incredibly vulnerable around you. It's like your presence brings out a side of them that they're not fully comfortable with. They're hesitant to act on their impulses, concerned they might say or do something they'll regret, especially because their feelings are so intense and raw. It's as if their soul is drawn to yours, but they're deeply conflicted. This person feels like they're standing at a crossroads in their life, unsure of what to do next. I can sense that they're struggling with a big decision, but they're not sharing the full weight of what's going on inside. Whether or not you're currently in direct contact, it feels like they're holding something very important to themselves. Their internal world is full of questions and uncertainty, and they're not yet ready or able to fully communicate what's going on in their heart. Their soul is calling out for help, though. I don't know what to do next in my life. I need guidance. This person is grappling with something deep and significant, but they're not ready to open up about it just yet. They're trying to navigate through a tough moment on their own without letting you in on the full picture. And while they may not have found the courage to share these struggles with you, rest assured that their energy is here, trying to make itself known. It's a complex situation, and it's clear that they're on a journey of their own right now. As they work through this inner turmoil, there's a desire for clarity, for guidance, and ultimately for connection. It's like they want to reach out to you, but there's so much uncertainty in the way. This inner conflict is holding them back, but know that deep down they are thinking about you, feeling the pull and wishing for something more. If only they could find the courage to take the next step. I'd truly love to hear your thoughts on this. Does any part of this resonate with where you are right now? What's your intuition telling you about the energy of this person? Feel free to share your experiences in the comments below. I'm here, listening, and ready to connect with you. Looking at the karmic partner reversed and romance reversed cards, it's clear that, for many of you, especially those who identify with the divine feminine energy, this person is deeply entangled in a karmic situation that's weighing heavily on their choices and their path forward. Now, this karmic situation doesn't always have to be a romantic one, though for many of them, it is. It could be something like a challenging job, an overwhelming life circumstance, an addiction, or even an old, deeply ingrained behavior pattern that's hard to break. Whatever it is, this connection is significantly affecting their ability to make decisions, especially when it comes to you. This person feels incredibly torn when it comes to how to handle their connection with their karmic partner. What they once felt, whether it was passion, excitement, or love, has completely faded. The spark is gone. In fact, they feel more isolated now than they ever did before, and what's even more painful is that this sense of loneliness is most intense when they're physically present with this person. It's almost as though they feel more alone in this relationship than they would if they were by themselves. And in that empty space, where they feel disconnected and emotionally withdrawn, they can't help but think about you. You represent something they've been missing, a kind of connection that made them feel truly alive. When they were with you, they felt seen, heard, and understood in a way that was so authentic it touched their soul. It wasn't just a superficial connection. It was deeper, more meaningful, and filled with real substance. Even though some time may have passed since you two last communicated, the memory of that connection is still vivid for them. What they can't seem to shake is the awareness that being around you made them feel something they haven't felt in a long time, perhaps even ever. That sense of aliveness and true understanding that they shared with you is still fresh in their mind, and it's having a profound impact on how they're viewing their current circumstances. This realization is beginning to shift their perspective, and the perceptions card is a key part of this. It indicates that they're starting to wake up to the truth of their situation. They've been fooling themselves by staying in a connection that no longer serves them. But now, they're seeing the truth. The romance, the excitement, the passion that once existed between them and their karmic partner, it's all gone. And in that realization, they are confronted with just how much they've been settling in this relationship. But here's the thing. While this awareness is opening their eyes, it's also leaving them feeling more confused and conflicted, especially when it comes to their intense feelings for you. If there's been a disconnect between you two, whether it's physical distance, time apart, or a lack of direct communication, this only amplifies their inner turmoil. They're wrestling with the realization that what they feel for you is real, but they're unsure of what to do with that feeling now that they're starting to see their current connection for what it truly is. This confusion is pulling them in multiple directions, and I can sense that they're at a crossroads. Their heart and soul are calling out for something more, something deeper, but they're unsure of how to bridge the gap between what they feel for you and the situation they're currently in. If any part of this resonates with you, or if you're feeling a pull in a similar direction, I'd truly love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Let's create a space for connection, sharing, and supporting each other through this journey. Your experiences matter, and your voice could be the guidance someone else needs. The time you've spent apart has given this person the space to reflect deeply on the way you made them feel. Even if your time together in person was limited, the emotional and spiritual impact you've had on them is undeniable. It's not just about the moments you shared, it's about how they felt in those moments. When they're caught in their current situation, especially when they're with their karmic partner, they can't help but feel the stark contrast between the connection they have with you and the emptiness they now experience. It's like a quiet but magnetic pull that keeps reminding them of what they're missing. They've started to realize that what they shared with you wasn't just a passing connection. It was something real and meaningful, something that reached deep into their soul. And even though time and space may have separated you, the memory of that connection still lingers. They can't shake the feeling that they've left something precious behind. The more they experience the emptiness of their current situation, the more they recognize how genuine and profound what they had with you truly was. Yet, even with this growing awareness, they find themselves stuck in a place of emotional conflict, unsure of what to do next. They feel pulled in two different directions. What they know for sure is that they can't ignore the connection they feel with you. It's too strong, too undeniable. But how can they move forward when they're tangled up in their present circumstances? That's the question they're struggling with. Now, the appearance of the mirroring card is especially significant. This energy feels like the mirror of a twin flame connection, one that holds a deep emotional pull between you and this person. You both feel this on a soul level, even if you're unsure of what to do with it. There's something about your energy reflecting theirs in a way that brings emotional depth and a sense of understanding that feels almost beyond words. The mirroring effect is powerful, and it suggests that the feelings are mutual, perhaps even more profound than either of you may have initially realized. In addition to this intense mirroring, there's also a sense of partnership, commitment, and long-term connection coming through. For some of you, the person you're thinking about may currently be involved with a karmic partner. Even though the romance and passion have long since faded, this person is still seeking something deeper, something that speaks to their longing for true connection, particularly from the masculine energy. Whether they're married or in a long-term relationship, they may desire more stability and security in that bond. If they're in a marriage, they might crave more depth and commitment in their partnership. Or if they're dating, they could be hoping for a proposal or a commitment that feels more lasting and fulfilling. The issue, however, is that the spark, the passion and love, has disappeared. What they once had with their partner is now just a shadow of what it could have been, leaving them feeling emotionally isolated, even in the presence of their partner. Despite this, what's happening beneath the surface is that the masculine energy, the one you're thinking about, might be telling their partner they're not ready to take the next step in the relationship. If they're dating, they could be resisting the idea of commitment, saying things like, "I'm just not the marriage type." If they're already married, they may be offering excuses as to why they can't provide more stability or deepen their commitment at this moment. In truth, what they're experiencing is a sense of unfulfillment. They're stuck in a relationship that might look good from the outside, but feels empty and disconnected on the inside. It's a complicated situation, but deep down, they're recognizing that they deserve something more, something that speaks to their soul, just like the connection they had with you. If any part of this resonates with your situation or speaks to your intuition, I would love for you to share your experiences with me in the comments below. I'm here to listen, offer support, and connect as we navigate this journey together. Your insights and experiences are invaluable, and this space is all about creating a sense of community where we uplift each other. The underlying reason they can't fully commit to their current relationship is simple, though complex in its emotional depth. They're in love with you. The connection you shared with them opened their heart in ways they never expected, making them feel truly seen, heard, and understood. These feelings have stirred something within them that they can't ignore. Being with you helped them realize just how deeply unfulfilled they feel in their current relationship. It's not just the absence of romantic love, it's the absence of a deeper connection, one where they can truly be themselves. They're beginning to compare the bond they have with you to what they're experiencing with their partner, and the contrast is stark. What they had with you brought something so real and genuine into their lives, something they feel is missing from their current situation. It's an emotional awakening, as they realize they've been staying in a connection that no longer aligns with their true desires or needs. I want to acknowledge that this message won't resonate with everyone, and that's completely okay. Not every message is meant to apply to every person or situation. The most important thing is that you trust your intuition. If something doesn't feel quite right, it might not be the right message for you right now, or it could be reflecting a broader theme in your life or relationships. Your inner voice is always your best guide, so listen closely to what feels aligned with your journey. To close out this reading, I pulled a card from the Rumi Oracle titled The Sacred Phoenix Heart. The wisdom shared here is deeply transformative, and I want to share it with you. Love covers everything, even the most difficult parts of life, like a veil over a rose garden. With complete trust, love gently leads each of us to the garden of the heart. While reason might tell us the world is limited, love insists there's always a path, and it has shown us this many times. The guidebook offers even more insight. Love helps us navigate the most impossible challenges. It faces every obstacle head-on. It doesn't back down because that's just how love works. Love whispers to us, there's always another way. And that's the message I feel being sent to you right now. Love, in its purest form, is guiding you through everything. Even in moments when it feels like you're facing challenges that seem insurmountable, love has a way of showing you the path. Sometimes in ways you never expected. It's telling you that there's always a way forward, even if it's not immediately clear. As I wrap up this reading, If you've found value in this message and feel a connection to it, I'd greatly appreciate your support with a super thanks. It means more to the channel than you might realize, helping to spread this energy and wisdom to more people on their journeys. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so you can stay updated on all future readings and guidance. Wishing you a day filled with love, light, and magic as you continue to navigate your path. May love be your guide through everything. I'll be back soon with more messages to support you along your journey. Take care.